Our efficiency in our company and in our operations before Leadership Resources, it was definitely there. Our company had a lot of projects, a lot of employees, a lot of things going on. But what we really failed to do was to think forward and to think about what projects do we need to be planning and selling and executing on, not just in the next month or two, which is always what a reactive executive leadership team does, but what do we need to be doing in the next year, 2, 3, 4, and 5? And Dan's ability and Leadership Resources program has really allowed us to start thinking ahead of where we should be and not just where we're at today. My name is Settje. I'm COO at Settje Agri-Services and Engineering. Every time we come in every quarter and meet with Dan, we are a bit scatterbrained, a bit disorganized, just like any executive team in a company. You've got a lot going on, and Dan does a great job of channeling efforts and energies back into what's important. And so it's always a great time for us to refocus and really set the strategy and the direction of our company.
Dean Settje and with Settje Agri-Services and Engineering. We are a design-build firm that specializes in engineering, construction, and compliance of livestock facilities throughout the United States and in several foreign countries. I think the main benefits of working with Dan and the process that he's employed with our group has been keeping us focused on the things that we need to focus on, short-term and long-term, looking at it very objectively and trying to figure out, okay, what do we need to change in the next 3 months, next 6 months, next 1 year to be able to achieve the goals that we want, not only for that year, but for the next 3 to 5 years to come. And it has really helped enlighten us and unite our leadership team to be all focused on the same thing. And doing a quarterly meeting like we do helps us refocus every quarter to make sure that we stay on track and we stay focused. I think the main benefit of having somebody from the outside come into our group is they don't come in with any preconceived notions about personalities and strengths or weaknesses of the individuals that are sitting around the table, and it becomes more of a neutral setting of determining what those objectives and what those goals are. If we try to do that internally, I think it gets too clouded on one person's agenda and doesn't stay objective as it should.
Benefits of bringing an outside facilitator, I'll give you an analogy, as if you needed to go to therapy with someone and you decided for that person to also be your therapist. It just doesn't work. You need to have someone objective, someone to watch what's going on in your company and kind of lead and guide you through those things, and to bring experience, just like Dan and anyone else in the company that has done this with dozens of other companies, hundreds or even thousands of times, whereas someone in our company has been through these sessions quarterly for the last 4 years. I mean, the volume of experience there is just so much better.
What every client tells us is having someone that's a neutral party that can handle the professional dynamics of the situation. It allows the CEO, the owner, the leadership team, the executives a chance to be honest with each other, open to each other, have some really good heartfelt conversation. It just frees people up to be themselves and be real and be transparent and make the best possible decisions.